Hello, and welcome to this first lecture on the new section on the topic of client and stakeholder satisfaction in this course, Master in Construction Management. So, in this particular section, we will talk to you about in depth how to provide the client and stakeholder satisfaction. And we will begin by talking about one of the things to do of engaging clients throughout the project life cycle. So first, let's take a look at what are the things that you need to do to keep your clients and stakeholders satisfied. And there are three things mainly. And first of them, as you have seen already, is to engage clients throughout the project life cycle. Then customize solutions to meet the client's need and expectation and exceed expectations, right? It's not only about meeting, but also exceeding expectations and then delivering projects that align with the community and environmental values. So these are the three things that you need to do to keep your clients and stakeholders satisfied. So the question obviously you would have is how to engage clients throughout the project life cycle. That sounds like a daunting task, right? Throughout the project life cycle? Yeah, let's take a look at that. So, first, let's understand that this is an important thing to engage clients throughout the life cycle of the project to for ensuring alignment, of the project, maintaining transparency, and building long-term relationship. And long-term relationship probably is the most important because that can give you more business as you go forward. So these are the three things that are the benefits of engaging clients throughout the project life cycle. Hence, let's do that. So how do you do that? So in the initial stage, that is the before you start the project, the pre-project phase of the initiation and planning, what you need to do is to start by understanding client needs and expectation. And there you need to do few things like conduct a initial consultation meeting to define project objectives, priorities, and key success criteria. Identify client pain points, budget constraints, and long-term goals and document everything in a project charter or client requirement specification. So understand client needs and specifications and expectations in this manner in the first step. Then what you need to do is to create a clear communication plan. And there you need to define the frequency and format of updates, whether it's going to be weekly reports, bi-weekly meetings, etc. And establish preferred communication channels as we have seen in one of the last sections, either through emails, Slack, video calls, site visits, and assign a client relationship manager as the main point of contact. And then you are ready to involve clients in the early planning, and there you can use design charrettes, the collaborative brainstorming sessions to align expectations, share early stage and feasibility studies, concept designs, and risk assessment, and seek clients' approval at critical decision points before moving forward. So your engagement starts right there in the pre-project phase. Then you in the execution phase of the project, you need to take care by regularly updating on the progress of the project. You can provide weekly or bi-weekly progress reports, including timelines, budgets, and challenges. Use dashboards and project management tools in softwares like Procore, Asana, and Trello for real-time updates and schedule client site visits at key construction milestones. And that's a wonderful way to keep your client engaged. Then encourage active participations. And how can you do that? You can involve clients in design and material selection decisions, create milestone approval processes where clients sign off on the key stages, and use BIM to provide interactive 3D visualization. Address concerns promptly as you go forward in executing your project, and these are the things that you can do to address concerns. Implement a client feedback loop for addressing concerns quickly, right? Set up dispute resolution protocols to resolve concerns amicably, and use a change order management system to handle modifications transparently. So these are the few things that you can do in the project execution phase. Then in the monitoring and control phase, what you can need to do is maintain transparency in budget and timeline management. And what are the things that you can do? You can share financial tracking reports and cost breakdowns. Used earned value management, EVM, as we had talked much earlier, to track cost and schedule performance in terms of cost variances and schedule variances, and implement contingency plans for potential delays. Second thing that you can do in project monitoring control phase is risk and issue tracking. Maintaining an issue log to document challenges and solutions, conduct regular assessments and update clients on mitigation plans, and schedule regular review meetings to make sure that you are aligned with your client's requirements. And once you have your project closed and you are ready to hand over, there are a few things that you can do. One is in the final walkthrough and acceptance, you can conduct a final inspection with the client to verify quality and compliance, address any snag list, any last minute things that needs to be done before final handover, and provide as built drawings, warranties, and maintenance manuals. And these are important things for your client. Then post-project support and relationship building is also possible. And there you offer a post-project support period for addressing defects or concerns, conduct client satisfaction survey to gather feedback, and maintain ongoing communication for future projects and referrals. So like this, you can do the closure and handover of the project. Now let's take a look at a typical workflow for a client engagement as an illustration. Now, in the initial phase, you will define scope, set expectation, and assign a point of contact so that you get alignment to the goals. In the planning phase, you will involve clients in decision making and create a communication plan, and that will provide you a clear roadmap. Then, in the execution phase, you will provide updates, address feedbacks, and involve clients in the milestones for transparency and trust. And while you monitor the project, you can share reports, track risk, and conduct review meeting for proactive problem solving. And finally, when you close the project, conduct a final walkthrough, provide documentation, and offer post-project support for a smooth handover and long-term relationship with your client. Let's take a look at example, a case study example, and the scenario there is a commercial office building construction, and the client's concern is lack of visibility into progress of the project. And the solutions that were implemented in this case were like they implemented weekly progress dashboards with real-time updates. They held monthly client walkthroughs on the site for the site validation and provided BIM visualization for better decision making. And the result was increased client satisfaction, fewer change requests, and faster approvals. So like this, you can keep the client engaged throughout the project life cycle. So looking at this, what are the key takeaways to engage clients throughout the project lifecycle? Let us take a look at them. So early involvements build trust. So get your client involved early, provide regular updates that can prevent surprises, and install interactive tools that can increase client understanding, and do a post-project engagement that can strengthen your long-term relationship with the client. So what is next? So having looked at how to engage client through a daunting task of doing this through the entire project lifecycle, let us look at now an even more challenging task of customizing solutions to meet client needs and exceed expectations. Let us do that in the next lecture. So thank you so much for watching this first lecture on client and stakeholder satisfaction. I hope you're continuing to learn new things, continuing to enjoy, and I do look forward to see you again in the next lecture. Please feel free to message me if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer your questions, and do download the PDF file to take a look at anything that you need to.